Welcome to another podcast presentation from the Zenith Corporation.
May I have your attention, please? Your podcast will begin in just a few moments. Please keep your hands inside the podcast at all times and enjoy your ride.
Hello everyone, welcome back to In Out Delete, the show where we review both new and older movies. This is Gino.
This is Robert.
America.
Cardo.
And Gio.
And we are coming to you live from our editing bay. If you're new to the show, we do the rating system of In Out Delete.
And if you liked the movie, you loved it, you would give it a double tap. Out if you did not like it, you would just give it one tap. And delete if it's the worst movie ever made, and no taps for the movie.
So what are the tabs? Because, I mean, isn't it double tap?
know.
Like you're making sure it's dead?
You know, we do this every week. They're not all going to be winners.
So this week we watched Zombieland, Double Tap, and my pick, which is Sleepaway Camp. Let's take a small little listen for Zombieland, Double Tap.
It's been 10 years since the zombie apocalypse.
Oh my God, we're back again.
And this dysfunctional family...
Merry Christmas!
Do you know what I would like?
I don't give a fuck what you'd like.
has survived by using their wits.
Please forgive me! It's fake fur!
And by following the rules.
Rules are for pussies, nothing personal.
How could that not be personal? That's like my whole thing.
Yeah, you're right, it was personal.
Zombieland Double Tap. Columbus, Tallahassee, Wichita, and Little Rock moved to the American heartland as they face off against evolved zombies, fellow survivors, and the growing pains of the snarky makeshift family. I'm in actually. I mean, this is 10 years in the making right here. I've been waiting for the sequel for a long time, especially with the really bad pilot trailer of the show that was supposed to be on Amazon.
I don't remember that.
Either way, I'm glad the cast is back. We got introduced to some people. The jokes are on par on a lot of levels. Like, to me, it was like a fresh take of the movie, of like the first one again. What about you, Gio? What do you think?
I'm in as well.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. It's pretty much early continuation of the first one, where like the same kind of style jokes and everything. So, you know, if you like the first one, you're probably gonna like this one. A couple of flaws, but other than that, it's still an enjoyable movie.
Cardo.
I'm into.
Ooh.
Yeah, so through the whole thing, I wasn't bored or anything, and it was funny. Well, I thought it was funny. So, yeah, it's like the same thing as the first one.
I'm in. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a good time. It was a bit of a rehash, you know, the sequel. Like, none of it felt fresh. Jesse Eisenberg was kind of annoying. I was like, all right, bro, you're so 2009. You like, get over your shit. Like, it's old now, yeah. And Emma Stone and Abigail, what is it, Breslin?
Yeah.
And she's like, what's wrong with her? Like, you know, she was so cute in the first one. Now she sounds like Christian Bale doing the Batman voice.
Oh,
you know?
man.
So something like, yeah, it was just, I don't know. It felt like...
It felt
like
puberty,
we
man.
you know, been there, done that, you know. But I think Woody Harrelson is really funny.
Yeah,
he's really
he's
funny.
Kinda
if it wasn't for him, I think I would have been out. But his comedy and everything carried me through, and the story's good enough, I think. So I'm in.
Okay, America.
I'm also in.
Oh yeah,
Sweet.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. I don't remember what part it was, but I did start to get bored somewhere, like towards the end. I kind of do wish that they did a little something different.
Yeah, because I rewatched the first one a bunch of times. I love the first one, but this one, I don't know if I would ever rewatch it. The whole hippie stuff, that was really funny. Yeah. Like Woody Harrelson reacting to the hippie thing. Yeah.
No, I like when he reacts with the blonde one. That was funny.
Yeah. Woody Harrelson, I think, is the only funny one left in the movie.
Yeah. I can agree with that. Yeah.
I'll give the blonde Madison a second.
Yeah. That was a little too much of that, though.
No, I thought she was funny.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, without her, you're just rewatching the first one.
Yeah.
What did you guys think of those new zombie things? I thought that was kind of dumb.
No, what do you mean?
I think it was a natural evolution. Yeah, it's actually something.
But they don't reproduce.
No, but I think it's just like a heart. Like
no, I mean I know.
It's a stronger strain of, I guess, whatever the zombie
like,
strain is.
What it seemed to me like is like,
which makes sense though.
It's basically the movies, like we said, it's a rehash, basically a copy and paste of the first one. Most of them are like, well, what could we do new? Oh, let's put in a new zombie.
Yeah. So that's not a bad thing, or it's a
no. I mean, I'm still in, but I just felt like everything was like, you know, for a movie like this, like the first one was really great, you know, and it's been 10 years. You figure like they come back strong, and it was just, you know, it's a passing grade basically.
It's the Malibu Stacy with an extra hat.
They did the minimum amount of work, you know, for it to be good. This is easily though the best zombie movie of 2019.
The Dead Don't Die. What else has there been? Just that one?
And the Apocalypse.
Apocalypse.
I went to the ArcLight, and the dude in the front, like, that gives a little intro to the movie. He's all like, hey, by the way, I saw it this morning. It's a good movie, and stay for mid credits and after credits. There's a little something.
Yeah, I would have told him spoiler warning. I want to be surprised.
Well, it was a surprise because you didn't stay for them. So.
See, but I didn't have the. I'm just saying, if I would have been in that theater, I would have beat the guys out. Gone straight to the
Tough guy
supervisor.
Robert over here.
I just think you wait till he leaves the room, then you go, fucking asshole. He goes, hey, did you say anything, sir? Did you say anything?
No. Good job, man.
Hey, you know what's really cool though? That at the beginning of the first one, you start with the Metallica song, and then this one they did it again. I was all happy.
Me too, actually.
That was a good intro.
Yeah.
To this one.
Master of Puppets, y'all.
Yeah. I just look at America. I was like, yeah, they're doing it again.
He's headbanging with his beer
Yeah, and they're fucking
movie theater,
shooting everybody. That's just fucking
So what
cool.
Metallica will be for part 3? What song would you
What
choose?
song?
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh, I guess they're gonna run. No, they're gonna run out of ideas. Saint Anger is gonna come out.
No. That was a good one.
Well, it looks like we have all 5 ins, actually.
Sweet.
Good job, guys. The amazing movie. Now we're going to take a small break. We'll be right back.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Dear Mom and Dad, I've been at a sleepaway camp for almost 3 weeks. And I'm getting very scared.
Welcome to Sleepaway Camp. Someone is watching you.
Hey, Baba, Reba.
Someone is waiting for you. Someone wants to scare you to death.
Sleepaway Camp. Angela Baker, a traumatized and very shy young girl, is sent to summer camp with her cousin. Shortly after her arrival, anyone with sinister or less than honorable intentions get their comeuppance. Trina, what'd you pick this movie? Well, I picked this movie because I like the goddamn twist in the end. I found out about this twist from a little show called Robot Chicken, which they did little montages of this twist. I was like, that's not real.
What a twist.
Yeah, exactly. And I saw the movie and I go, that's a real fucking twist.
So you knew about it before you saw the movie?
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm an in just because I think it's great for what it was, those early 80s. I guess it was the time like Friday the 13th came out, Jason, killing campers. And I bet these people who wrote it and directed was like, fuck it. They could do one, we could do one too. So this is pre-M. Night Shyamalan twist, y'all. And so I liked it. Robert, what do you think?
Well, forgive me if I might go a little bit long, but I want to give like a play-by-play of my experience watching the movie because I'd never seen it. Like you said, in the 80s, there was an explosion of slasher movies coming off the heels of Friday the 13th because they were so cheap to make and they were very popular, right? So in the 80s, you have like a billion slasher movies, and a lot of them are shit.
And copycats
right?
of some of those movies.
And copies made of copies made of copies. So, but within that river of shit, there could be some interesting ideas, right? But, I had heard this movie, and I always kind of wrote it off as like a knockoff of Friday the 13th, a cheap knockoff. Which Friday the 13th was already a cheap knockoff of Halloween. So I was like, I don't want to watch this movie. But I do like for the slasher movies, the camp value. The kills are sometimes fun. So I was like, wait, whatever, I'll give it a chance. So I was watching this movie, and I was like, what is this movie about? Who made this? It's so low budget. It's trash. And the kills aren't even good. I was like, what the fuck is going on? It's weird because it's kids, That's the kind of weird twist on it. And it's kind of weird watching that. But this movie is 124 minutes long. Okay? And I was a delete for 123 of those minutes. Like, literally, this movie fucking did a Hail Mary in the very last shot. And not kidding, it was the very last shot. Fucking Hail Mary. It was down by 3 in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs, and it fucking hit a grand slam because of that last shot. It made me change my perspective of the whole movie, and I'm in. And not only am I in, I think this movie should be taught.
The movie.
I think this movie should be taught in universities. Because we could get into why and all that stuff later.
Citizen Kane.
Yeah, and seriously. It just blew my. It's like I never had that experience where I fucking hated a movie and thought it was trash, and literally on the very last shot changed me. So, what do you?
I thought you were being sarcastic.
No, I'm not. Dude, I'm not.
I'm kind of sort of. I get what you mean because
Yeah.
I mean, I liked the movie for the most part throughout, but yeah, I was like, what the hell is
Wait,
going
so
on?
you actually liked it
So
while
yeah,
you were watching
so
it?
I'm in.
Okay.
Not
Whoa.
completely. No, I didn't completely. I was confused by it mostly, and I was like, what? And then it was like creepy, but like in the wrong ways because
Yeah.
there's adults and children, and it was like, ooh. But then at the end, I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. I get it. So, but I mean, I wasn't gonna delete the whole way through. I was like, I'm in, I'm out, I'm in, I'm out. Yeah, but yeah, so I'm in. Twist was good. It solidified the whole thing, I think.
I'm also in on this one. Yeah, I actually enjoyed it from the beginning to the end.
Wow.
Like I was just like, I
Like
get
schlock,
it.
huh?
Yeah, I know that it's true. Like it's not the best kind of like the fucking the kills are not that good.
Yeah.
The acting is terrible and like the story's whack too. Everything's whack, you know. But it's supposed to be right. Like I was like, oh, I don't even care. It's just still like, you know, the kills. I don't know, but the twist was actually I thought it was like a little twist, you know. It wasn't even that big for me. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I already knew,
Oh.
you know. Yeah, so that's why I was like, all right, but yeah, I'm still in. Like, I'll still watch it, and then since you guys love the twist so much, I would love showing this shit to other people. You know, I want them to feel like him.
Yeah.
I want to
where
see
they
that
hate it through the whole
reaction.
thing,
Yeah.
and then completely switch them at the end. That's fucking dope. So, I'm in.
Gio's in delete. He's an out. I already
This
see in his
is
face.
as confusing as the
So-
movie.
Somewhat with Ricardo, but and Robert. So delete all the way through. Last scene, out.
Okay, it upgraded. you
Only
to it.
because
Okay.
it was a different thing. We'll just leave it at it's disturbing because it is kids.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just really bad. It's acting is horrible.
A lot of the they cross the line in a lot of the shots because they would edit.
Oh, yeah.
Like it would be weird. Like they would be in one spot and then they would be in another
Yeah.
spot. It was just bad all the way through. And you know what I thought it was? For the whole movie, because I was trying to figure out what the fuck is this? Like, why?
Yeah.
Why? Right? But I thought it was some rich kid, right? Watched Friday the 13th and went to their dad and like, Dad, like, could we make a slasher movie, with kids? And because they were rich, like, sure, son, you can have it. That's what I thought. Like, for the 123 minutes, that's what I thought this movie was.
Got it.
It's like, this is the only way this movie could exist, right?
Like, because you had said like, oh, it's a Friday the 13th like knockoff ripoff movie, like twice removed. That's how bad it was. So I was kind of expecting more, like a slasher kind of, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's kills, yeah, but it's just
Are they
like,
good? No.
I'm like,
Like a kid.
so low
watching.
budget, they're cutaway kills. You see shadows or aftermath. You know,
They get off
I'm
screen
a-
to death.
yeah, which is I'm like, sometimes could be more powerful than actually seeing it,
Yeah.
because your imagination kind of fills in those blanks and makes it even worse than anything that they could shoot on set. But still, no,
I don't know, man. I enjoyed it all the way through because I thought it was funny. Like,
it's not a
did
comedy.
Too. I did too. I was laughing.
but it
through
was
the
funny
skills.
too because you're like trying to figure out what they were trying to do or something.
It was like
Yeah.
overly acted, horribly acted.
I wouldn't say it's overly acted.
It was
Did
just-
anyone actually act? in
Yeah,
this
it
movie?
was underacted.
It might be halfway a documentary. You don't even know, man, because these people are terrible.
You know what I was frustrated with it because like a lot of the, when slasher movies are bad, yeah they're bad, but at least you get like some nudity because there's
my
always
God.
human
I
nudity.
was
and
about
the
to
shit that
say
sucks is
that.
that you couldn't get
You
it from this because
couldn't-
it was a
they're
bunch of
little.
kids.
Yeah,
You
I
did
was
get guy ass,
yeah.
so you got your nudity.
I was about to say that though. Like usually
So I was
you
like,
get
what am I? I'm getting nothing here. Like, I
Yeah.
can do nothing. You know?
nudity or like
So this is why
I was
you
ready.
like
Yeah,
horror.
yeah.
Okay.
That
nudity or
explains a
violence.
lot.
And
Cheap porn for
80s
Robert.
is pretty much gratuitous female nudity for no reason.
Yeah, we
You
saw
gotta take
we
your
saw
tops off.
Carrie.
Yeah, right. But that's from the 70s.
That's the
In the
70s,
80s, you gotta like there was no reason for
Precursor.
girls to be nude. Yeah, and they just take their tops off for no reason. You know.
It was hot
That's
there.
why I was like, I can't. You know
was
what's
hot during
going
the
on? I was
80s.
like, my head was exploding. But the reason I think this movie is so fucking mind blowing, and it's better. You wish it had been directed better. You wish it had been written better because it would have made the twist a little bit better. But that being said, think about this movie and think about movies today. No movie today would have the balls, no pun intended, to talk about what this movie's talking about, right?
Yeah.
like gender identity, all that stuff, like in a movie aimed at mainstream audiences, because this movie was a hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they're actually trying to be, you know,
I
set a high bar for themselves, but
I think they
about
were,
it like
because
that,
even in the beginning there was
there was hints of it,
parents.
but like, you know, horror gets like a bad rap because, you know, it's like just schlock and it has nothing to offer, but I think it does. Like, no other genre would be able to tackle stuff like this.
I mean, I don't think
right?
they were trying to be progressive. I think they were really trying to be like outrageous and like, oh damn, you never saw this coming.
True, but you get something progressive out of it.
This
right?
stuff makes no sense.
It belongs in the damn museum.
It is a nice little
Especially
gem.
the freeze frame at the end.
It literally freezes
that
through the
scared
credits.
me. That really scared me. The way she just like looks into the camera, like no.
You know how like the movie starts and they're like in the beach or something? America's like, what are we watching, man? Right away.
That was horrible.
Because it was really bad.
That was like TV movies.
Yeah.
In all fairness, that should have never have happened.
What?
Where was she going? The end of the end of the lake is right there.
Oh, shit.
Where was she going?
That's what I mean about
no
the editing and all that.
If it was
being
open water, fine.
Because they're
But
right
no.
next to the shore, and then another shot, they're like in the middle of the lake.
Yeah, it
right?
makes sense.
That's
Doesn't
what
make
happens
sense.
when you let teenagers drive boats. Okay, so keep
No,
them off
but
the
the
water.
shore
They also
the
let the teenagers stage the film too, because it was all over.
She's like, hold on, let me park this boat on this ramp here. Where was she going?
That's why I thought like this movie's gonna be so predictable. You know, I thought I knew where it was going. I thought
Towards
Did
the end,
you?
it was. You can see
Did
the.
you?
You saw.
Did you see it? I didn't see it until the end.
All right, you can cut this out in case it's too spoilery. The Judy kill. That's when the reveal was kind of given away.
What Judy kill? Who's Judy?
The hot girl.
Ah.
The curling iron kill.
No.
Yeah, the silhouette gave it away.
You know what I thought was scary? Her name was Judy, the popular one, the cute one, who
looks like a
used to go out with
50-year-old kid playing a teenager.
The one who used to go out with the cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's so mean. Her and the other girls too. Like they're
Meg.
there's like really bad bullies. Like
That was like overly. That character, that Judy character, was just overly.
But if
dumb.
you think
It was
about
just like,
somebody
dude,
going through what the main character is going through, you know, she's facing bullying. She doesn't want to talk to anybody. She doesn't want to go in the water. Like the kills make sense, you know, if you think about it that way, right?
Oh my god.
They're motivated by her reasons. And the fucking baseball scene too. Why was that there?
Baseball scene?
right.
Yeah.
It was like a 30-minute thing.
I
It was
swear,
like watching a whole
teenagers
game.
always they hate kids. Like that's just the whole thing, right? In these old movies.
I don't know, but I was like, what's going on? Like the camp. Like, what age is this camp? Like, you have 80-year-olds and 12-year-olds.
Yeah, that's
you
what I
know?
was
Just
saying.
all ages now.
the owner dude is like a perv.
Oh man.
So is the
Yeah.
freaking the chef. It
Oh,
was just
straight
like
perv, right? Like,
yeah. It was just like
You know
dear
what's funny
God.
about the chef kill, which is the first kill? Like, they take the little stool out from under him,
Yeah.
and he's like
Oh,
hanging
yeah.
on for dear life, but he's like a foot off the ground. Dude, you could just
He
step
still
down.
ends up in the pot.
He didn't even need. I don't know why he was holding on to the
He's
pot.
like,
Like, just fall! Just fall, dude! Why did you
just
grab
step
onto the
down.
pot?
Just step down and you'll be
Just
fine.
like, oh,
but
dear
it made it
God.
seem like he was hanging off the Empire State Building.
You're right.
Oh, that's why I was like, this movie is so cheesy. It was made by children, basically.
Yeah,
You know?
probably.
By children, for children.
Sort of. Not really.
Oh, speaking of, I watched the sequel. Literally, like, I had a double feature, and it's a lot of fun. I will say, like, it's a little bit more of a straightforward slasher movie. There's a lot of nudity. You know, everybody's
Oh,
older.
so you were happy
Everybody's
then.
older now. All the characters are like they're all coupled up, and they all sleep together, and they all take off their shirts,
Yeah.
and they all get killed in glorious ways.
Oh,
it's
shit.
more of a straightforward slasher movie,
It has more
but
money
with the
too.
same.
Were you drooling right now?
With
You're
the
gonna
same.
be
I know, he was.
With
He
the
remembered a couple of
yeah,
boobies he
with
saw
the,
yesterday.
With the same main character doing
Oh,
the
really?
killing heads, and they don't even try to hide it. It's like right from the beginning.
Oh,
So
really?
you're just getting a bunch. Like it starts with her chopping somebody's tongue off. It's really good. Yeah, you
Oh,
should, I mean, if you like
holy
slasher
shit.
movies, it's pretty good.
Oh, that sounds
Yeah.
fun.
All right, I'm looking
Yeah,
to
nudity and killing, man. That's
what you
what
need.
I
That's
want.
what you
Yeah.
need, That sounds fun.
Sleepaway Camp 2 on Amazon Prime.
Check
Electric
it out,
Boogaloo.
man. Does it still have the
Oh, it's
POV
called
shot?
Unhappy Campers. Gio, watch it.
No. You're lucky I'm giving it an out.
All right, guys. Looks like we have 4 ins and 1 out. God damn it, G.
I'm proud of my out on this one.
Bet you are.
Tune in next week when we watch Parasite and Ricardo's pick, which is
They live.
Ooh, the final final
man.
Halloween
Roddy Piper.
episode. Sad that this era is ending.
The Halloween.
Oh yeah. Oh shit.
I want to go back to watching regular movies.
Damn, for real,
It
son.
sucks.
That's right.
We're getting close to the end of October.
Please don't forget to follow us on Instagram, In Out Delete Reviews, one word, to catch up up to date on episodes and or shenanigan type posts. Till next time, good night!
Thank you for listening. Please exit the podcast and don't forget to collect all your belongings and young children. We hope you enjoy listening and have a great rest of your day here at In Out Delete.
This has been a podcast presentation from the Zenith Corporation, working for a better tomorrow for all of mankind.